sir, you are here because of a warrant that was issued for your arrest. The warrant charges you with the felony offense of tampering with evidence. Now we want to hear from the Assistant District Attorney the information that was contained within that warrant.
Your Honor, officers indicate that on May the 4th, that they were assigned to investigate the case of a missing, possibly kidnapped 4-year-old child, complainant Maleah Davis. In the course of conducting that investigation, officers conducted a recorded interview with the defendant, Derion Vence, in which he stated that on Friday, May the 3rd, that he had left his apartment with the 4-year-old, his 2-year-old son, and his 2-year-old son, and that the three of them had gotten into his girlfriend's silver Nissan Altima, and that at some point while he was driving with the 2 children, that he pulled over to check on the tire of the vehicle after he hit a bump, when another vehicle pulled up behind him, and he stated that he was kidnapped by a group of Hispanic males in that truck, received a blow to his head, and said that he didn't see the car that he was driving again. And then he said that he passed out and woke up on the following evening at an unknown location on Highway 6 near Sugar Land, only with his 2-year-old son with him. He said he eventually got a ride from an unknown female to Methodist Sugar Land Hospital, and that's where he made the outcry that the 4-year-old daughter was missing. He said that police said that the defendant told them that there should not be any blood in his apartment. The officer reviewed video surveillance then from the porch of the neighbor's apartment next to the defendant's apartment, and the footage showed that at 1:40 p.m. on Friday, May the 3rd, that they recognized the defendant carrying out from the apartment, outside the apartment, from inside to outside, a large blue laundry basket with a large black trash bag inside. And it is seen to walk out of the camera's view and then return about 3 minutes later without the basket. He's then observed walking out of the apartment with cleaning supplies, including bleach. They did not view the complainant ever leaving the apartment. They did see the defendant leave later with only his 2-year-old son from the apartment. The complainant was not seen leaving the apartment at all. And then on Sunday, May the 5th, they go to the apartment and met with the defendant's girlfriend, Brittany Bowens, and with consent, they entered the apartment and observed drops of blood in the hallway leading to the bathroom of the apartment on various surfaces of the bathroom. Crime scene investigators were called out. There was a chemical reagent that was sprayed that reacted to blood in the hallway and bathroom of the apartment, reacted to the presence of blood that was not visible to the unaided eye. Samples were collected for further testing. On Friday, May the 10th, the silver Nissan Altima driven by the defendant was processed for evidence. There was a blue laundry basket, similar in appearance to the blue laundry basket that he's observed on the video surveillance carrying out of the apartment on the night of the 3rd. There were canine dogs that were trained to sniff the scent of a cadaver that walked around the vehicle and other vehicles in the parking lot, and both of the dogs reacted to the trunk of the silver Nissan that the defendant had driven and that the blue laundry basket was recovered from, indicating that the dogs were responding to the scent of decomposition, human decomposition in the vehicle. So at this point, a warrant was obtained for tampering with a corpse, a human corpse.
Mr. Vence, that was the information that was contained in the warrant. The warrant was already signed for your arrest. It means that the judge who signed the warrant determined that there is probable cause in this case. Your case is now assigned to the 180th District Court. The judge of your court is Derion Vence. Mr. Vence, are you planning to request that a court-appointed lawyer represent you in this case? 180th District Court, do you plan to hire a lawyer or are you going to request a court appointment?
Hire a lawyer.
Would you like for the Public Defender's Office to represent you during this bond hearing?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Brown?
Yeah, Mr. Vence, been working at least for about the last 6 months in the warehouse. It seems that he generally keeps consistent employment, has a little bit of college education from HCC. He does have a means of transportation to get to and from all court proceedings. He's been in the Houston area for most of his life, absent maybe 72. Looking at the schedule, Judge, I believe this is his first arrest. Looking at the schedule, I was supposed to be between low risk and average risk. And Judge, I'm asking for a $5,000 bond and with defer all considerations of the Bureau report.
All right, thank you, Mr. Brown. Mr. Staten?
Given the fact that there's clearly a continued investigation into a very serious crime involving the death of that 4-year-old, and that the defendant, at least in this particular instance, is connected with the death, and there's evidence of deception on the part of the defendant with regard to information that he gave the police in a recorded statement. State's asking for a $500,000 bond, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Staten. All right, this court, as I'm sure everyone present in this courtroom is aware of this case, it has received much media attention, a lot of notoriety associated with this case. Partially because the complaint is Miss Maleah. It is an adorable 4-year-old little girl, and I think she's captured the hearts and attention of just about everyone in the world. So this court is aware of a lot of facts that were not contained within the warrant, including the fact that Maleah had suffered a traumatic brain injury while she was in the care of Mr. Vence and Ms. Brittany Bones. The court is also aware that Maleah was returned to the custody of Mr. Vence and Ms. Bones despite that traumatic brain injury that she suffered. This court is aware that at some point in time, HPD was unable to locate Mr. Vence's whereabouts. So in addition to deception, in addition to the changing stories, this court has a significant concern that Mr. Vence would not appear in court because of the ongoing investigation, which is likely to result in an upgrade, a significant upgrade to this second-degree felony. And so the court is setting the bond in this case, Mr. Vence, in the amount of $1 million. Mr. Vence, sir, are you a citizen of the United States?